Well, hi, friends. It was so wonderful to be with you this past weekend, talking over the vows that we take and how to walk those out in everyday life, what that looks like in the way that we communicate with one another and in the way that we even walk through conflict together in our marriages. We talked about James chapter 1, verses 19 through 20, and learned how we need to listen more and talk less and calm down. And I hope that it was fruitful for you. It is a lesson that I'm consistently learning and relearning and deepening my understanding of and the value of it. But I wasn't able to talk about everything I wanted to talk about. I think my original message that I wrote was about 21 pages long, which would have had us there for hours and hours. So for today, I really just want to highlight a couple of things that I think are really important as you walk out marriage and strengthening your marriage so that the vows that you take on day one continue to get stronger and deeper as God continues to help you become one. And that is making sure that as an individual, you are taking care of yourself. I think that when you start a relationship and it begins to become serious, it's really easy for us, just out of love with our googly eyes and our just huge hopes and dreams, we kind of start really setting down the people and the things that have made us uniquely who we are, that have even caused our partner to fall in love with us and to really be interested in us. We start to set those down because we want to devote all of our time and attention to that person that we love so much. And it sounds like something that's probably okay and it makes sense and we've all probably done that, but it's not really sustainable, because we begin to rely on that person for all of our happiness and all of our joy and all of our free time. And we kind of lose ourselves in the process. And so one of the things that I just want to share with you is being intentional about making sure that you are strengthening yourself and consistently taking care of yourself, not just physically, but also spiritually. I know David and I, one of our first arguments as a married couple was because I actually did that. I set down my friends, I set down my hobbies, and I just wanted to devote myself and all of my time to just looking into David's eyes, right? Well, David was really healthy and chose to keep going out with his friends to play basketball maybe once or twice a week, or going to Bible study, or going to the gym. And one of our first fights was that I was feeling like I was devoting all of this time and attention to him and I wasn't really getting any. So we talked about expectations this weekend, and he and I had to sit down and have a long conversation then 18 years ago and consistently throughout our marriage as we've ebbed and flowed, making sure that we are helping each other be our very best. So one of the things I want you to think about is what you can do to make yourself better and stronger and healthier. How is your time with the Lord? How is your time in community with people who are helping you grow in your faith? How is your health? The way that you're spending time getting your body physically fit? What are your hobbies? What do you love to do? One of my favorite things to do is to hike. And so at least once a month, I carve out a day where I go either alone or with a good friend and just go enjoy nature. It's such a way for me to connect with the Lord and even with a friend. Sometimes David comes with me, sometimes the whole family comes, but I make sure that I take time away just to give myself that time and attention. What is that for you? What does that look like? Because one of the things that I can tell you will create conflict in your marriage is if you are relying on your partner for your every happiness and your every moment of your life. And you just can't do that. We don't want you to do that. That's not God's best. So this week, I just want you to maybe think about and consider the way that you can help your spouse become their best person and how you can intentionally make sure that you're being strong and healthy individually and independently so that you can bring into your marriage the very best version of you.